Season 20 is here, and along with it they brought the new perk system, which has changed everything. Insane depth has been added to every legend, with everything from new abilities being added to the game to old abilities getting buffs and nerfs, and Wattson's are the biggest and most wild and OP ones out of all of them. So I'm going to give you an in-depth look into all of them and tell you which ones you should and shouldn't use, plus an alien giveaway later in the video. Let's do it.
Y'all, I so red I can't see what's real. Roll me up a blunt.
While I take you through an in-depth look at Wattson's perks, telling you when to use one perk, when to not use the other perks, the best combo of perks to use, the best perks for every play style, and so on, we will have footage in the background showing a win streak, and it starts off with this nice little touch-up to win the game.
Yeah, that's not bad. On great.
Now, while the second win plays in the background, let's go over and have a look at Wattson's perks and what each one of them does. But first, just saying, I kind of called this. I'm gonna stick one. So let's have a look at the first perks that Wattson gets to choose from, which are going to be the level 2 ones of Revive Allies to 50 HP, compared to the 25 that normally get revived, or Pylon Interception Spawn Arc Stars. Now on first look, looking at that straight away, you are going to think that the right hand side Pylon Interception Spawn Arc Stars would be the insane one, but I'm going to tell you, no, it is not, and reviving allies to 50 HP is almost always better, and I'll explain to you why soon. But before we do that, let's have a look at tier 3. Pylon Power, double ultimate HP to add more shield regen, or you can have 2 of them if you pop an ulti excel, you get it back. This doesn't mean you can have 2 charges of them ready. It means once you pop one, you can pop an ulti excel twice as fast, and then have another one ready to go, and when you place it down, you can have 2 up at the same time. You're basically almost always going to choose the left-hand side. The right-hand side definitely does have its benefits, but that's probably only going to be at high tier ranked and maybe comp, but even in saying that, that largely depends on the area you hold, and the left-hand side is almost always better. Now let's go full in depth and give all the details on why you should use these perks, but where the situations are where you might want to choose the other ones. The first choice of Wattson's perks, either revive your teammate to 50 HP or spawn arc stars when your Pylon intercepts something. So, why are you always going to choose the left side, spawning your teammates with more HP here? Well, basically, it's more reliable compared to a niche instance in the game that may spawn you an arc star. It may sound amazing and really cool to get arc stars spawned when something hits your Pylon, but how often are you really going to be holding down an area where that's going to happen? Largely, only if you're playing high tier ranked and you're a hard zone kind of playstyle team, or if you're playing competitive and you're a hard zone team. Otherwise, it's not really going to give you that much value or that much use, whereas if you pick Revive to 50 HP, you have a reliable res to double the HP spawned, which gives your teammate a much better chance to fight, especially in pops of bat, he has more HP below it as well. And as you are playing Wattson, you are the support, so it is going to be your job to revive enemies when they go down. Your job to be sitting back on the backlines, anchoring people, not going down first. That's why this perk is so amazing for her. But Birno, what if I'm rotating and get caught around a corner or caught around a rock and I get a Gibby ult thrown on me? If I put my ult down, getting the arc stars to come from that could be really nice, yeah? That is a decent idea and that's not terrible, but don't forget, you then have to spend time looking for them on the ground, picking them up, and then equipping them and throwing them back at your enemy. In that time, you largely want to be taking angles, shooting them, healing, rotating. It is such a situational ability for it to actually be useful. Like I said, the only times you're really going to get major use out of that is if you're a hard zone team in ranked and you're going to go play zone and sit there and bunker up. But even then, usually in ranked, a lot of really good teams are just going to roll over you because they see you playing so passive. Otherwise, only largely in comp, because when you're playing comp, everyone else is going to be largely passive around you. No one's going to be hard inting because there are so many teams alive, usually towards where the end zone is, that doing so and being aggressive will just result in you getting third party. So if you're able to be super passive, it's super good, but if you're not, it's not that great. Just the general reliability that it constantly 100% of the time offers for you to get a revive on your teammate with double the HP as normal is absolutely insane. Although, in saying this, if for some reason your team had a lifeline or a Gibby, then you could definitely go and choose the Arc Star spawning perk, as you've already got another teammate that has a specialist revive. Lifeline can tap res and Gibby can res faster inside his bubble. So that is another example where you could choose the right side, but largely, resing your teammates with extra HP is insanely good and should almost always be picked. Although, quick note as well, if you and another Wattson both have the right side picked, aka spawning arc stars, you guys can definitely just throw arc stars back and forth at each other, and it's basically like a snowball fight. Yeah, pretty cool. Definitely try it. It's a lot of fun. Alright, tier 3 perk time, and this one's actually really interesting. The choices are double ultimate HP and shield regen capacity on the left, or place up to 2 pylons with half shield regen capacity and ultimate accelerance twice as fast. What you choose here largely depends on your playstyle and also what level of Apex you're playing. I was talking to a mate who's a pro player and he described it for comp this way. Basically, what you choose will depend on what happens early game. If you're rotating around and you find a lot of ultimate accelerants early game, then you're fine to pick the right side. But if you don't find ultimate accelerants, then you're going to obviously pick the left side, as the right side, while it is super strong, does rely on you having ultimate accelerants. Now, this does also, for the right side, depend on the type of area or building you're holding as well, because there are some buildings that are going to be amazing to hold with 2 gens, but there are also going to be other buildings where it's just simply not needed. Because if you think about it, the left side offers you the exact same as the right side, apart from having more coverage to block projectiles coming in and to heal your teammates around, as you get the same amount of regen off them as it is doubled on the left-hand side, whereas you have 2, so it's obviously doubled on the right-hand side as well. The only major advantage being is that it covers more area. But going back to the left side as well, the extra HP the gen has is super nice in case you need to use it as somewhere to take cover in the open, or if you want to hold it to block a door, it takes some extra bullets to break after they break the door. And even if you're just holding the position in general, having the double shield regen and heal on it is so nice. Don't get me wrong, you can do the extra heal with the right side because you get 2 gens, but you do have to use an ulti excel, and it's not always super easy to find ulti excels or carry them, even though Wattson does carry 2 stacked together, in case you didn't know, it's her passive. But no, with the way that armors work now and the way that armors change, leveling up your armors has become a little bit harder, so having the abilities to heal your armors passively while you're fighting and to be able to evolve yourself to peak a lot more is super strong to have the extra heal as well. At the end of the day though, here you're largely going to be taking the left side because ultimate accelerants are not the most common thing in the world, and well, at least for me, I'm not the biggest carrier of them, even though I should. But if you are solo queuing, especially no filling, playing right side can be extremely good. Because if you're fighting the team, put your ult down, but then they get angles on you and you have to move, you can pop an ultimate accelerant and have your ult back for another place instantly. So it can create awesome opportunities when 1v3. So, all 4 perks of Wattson's are largely useful, and depending on the situation, you guys can pick any combination you like that suits you the best. But as a general rule of thumb, you're going to go left, revive with 50 HP, and left again to have the shield gen that has extra HP and double the shield regen. Couple more things. Enjoy the rest of the video. Massive win streak. I pop off at the end. It's insane. If you guys have any questions about Wattson or anything I've said in the video, feel free to comment below and I'll check the comments regularly and try and reply to you. And I'm doing an heirloom giveaway for Octane's recolor for his heirloom that's coming out really soon. All you have to do is be a sub to the channel to win, so hit that sub button and yeah, enjoy the rest of the vid.
Dude, the new Eva...
Fall back a little bit. I'm falling back just a little bit. Don't die.
No, I no rigged him, he would have died. Octane's low, crash, These guys are bad, you got him. I got a mobile on my body.
A few moments later.
No one's alive in games anymore. These guys are ratting somewhere, by the way, chat. They have to be, right? Let's see. Guess what? I missed my shots, but I have another one. Oh, sorrow! Jeez. I didn't mean that, sorry, I love you.